lot of things, but one of the things we're talking about is New Year's resolutions. How many of you guys have made your New Year's resolutions? Any?
Some.
Some?
I'm not doing any this year,
None this year? Why not?
because I never pull through with them.
Okay, cool. I'm going to explain why that happens and what to do about it. The question is, why is it that people don't achieve them? Like you say, Lori, you have this brilliant idea that I'm going to make more money, I'm going to have more free time, I'm going to lose weight, I'm going to have a better social life, I'm going to get my life together, and this is going to be fantastic. And then 3 weeks in, you're like, what the heck happened? Right? By February 1st, everyone stopped. There's something called the rubber band theory. How many of you heard of this? Okay. Maxwell Maltz, he wrote a book called The Cybernetic Mechanism. And this book is actually very cool because it states that we all have a thermostat that we run by. So your health, your career, your finances, we all have a set conditioning on what we believe that we're worth. I actually have a rubber band, which could be the 8th wonder of the world here. And I do need a participant to come up and give me a hand. Okay, well luckily enough you had a New Year's resolution. So if you could come stand on this side here. And just share everyone, what's one thing that you want to improve for the new year?
My health and fitness.
Your health and fitness.
Yeah, to be more consistent with exercising.
Okay, so what does that look like?
It looks like 5 days a week.
5 days a week?
Yeah.
And it's for better tone
For better tone,
and weight loss?
weight loss,
Weight gain.
into my old jeans.
Okay,
It's
perfect.
really what it's for, actually.
All right, so let's take the analogy that my finger is Krista's comfort zone, where you're at. Would you say right now you're comfortable? Fairly?
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay. So this is where you're at physically in your comfort zone. So I'm going to just take this, and if you can grab that right there. Yeah, sure. And, oh, there's some more people there. And, oh, hang on. Come back. Just loose. All right, so this is your comfort zone. Now what I want you to do is I want you to just, not yet, just slowly pull away. Not yet. Okay? And I want you to think of this as the next 4 weeks into January. Okay? So just real slow, start going. So you're going to the gym, things are moving great. You're losing weight, you're putting on muscle, you're toning up, things are going great. Keep going, keep going. You're feeling fantastic, you're eating right, We'll stop right there. Okay? So there's a lot of tension. So here's Krista, 4 weeks into January, doing absolutely fantastic, feeling the best she's ever felt in her entire life. But yet this is where she's conditioned to be. So what's happening right now?
It's just pulling her back.
It's pulling her back, right? So even though she's getting awesome results 3 to 4 weeks into January, now her conditioning's going, whoa, wait a minute, there's a deviation from the system and this isn't right. You're not supposed to be here, you're supposed to be here. So slowly come back, what do? You start to eat bad, you stop going to the gym, it's Haagen-Dazs time, you start to eat deep fried foods and Pepsi and Cokes, and brings you back to comfortable again. All right, so can you switch to the other side now, please? So we're going to do the exact opposite. So go ahead and grab that. Now let's say that Krista decides after January, she's a little bit depressed, okay? She didn't hit her target. Things aren't going so well. So you start going back the other way. You start eating real bad. And you start going to fast food like 8 days a week, okay? And you're pounding back the burgers. And next thing you know, bang, there's a tension again. And then at this point, you think to yourself, I can't do this. I've had enough. I don't want to live like this. And you start to come back, and you start working out. You start coming back to, thank you, awesome, congratulations. You just lost weight, gained weight all the time. All right, and that's what happens. That's the oscillation of life, right? We're constantly going into this awesome phase, back down to this crappy phase, awesome phase, crappy phase. So the key is to remove the band. And what happens is, once you remove the band, then you go to the next level, it's called evolution, and now you're going to have a new band to conquer. It never goes away. It's always going to be there. So how you improve it is you go 3 for 3. This is some of the things James Ray talks about, is thoughts, feelings, and actions. Now there's a secret to this. So the secret is simple. Your thoughts have to be unconscious. Okay? And my intention tonight is not to teach you something necessarily. My intention is to help you understand something for yourself. So with that said, if you've seen this, and just play along and just have some fun. Today I was at the mall, and I picked up a copy of the new secret book called The Power. How many of you have seen this? Anyone read it? Yeah. I haven't either. Saw it, looked good, thought I picked it up. How many of you would like to have this copy for free? Yeah? Okay. So just show of hands, who would like to have this book here right now for free? Okay. So who would like to have this for free?
Me.
So would anyone like to have this for free?
Yes.
Yay!
All right, good.
I
All right.
remember that. 13.
All right, so perfect example.
I know, still results.
So people, you have the goal that you want. Something in front of you that's awesome and you'd love to have it. But yet you don't do anything about it, right? You want to know why? Because society is conditioned not to take action. And Lori, you went up there and did that very boldly. But how does it feel?
Great.
Feels great, right? And everyone else that didn't get a copy? Don't worry, I've got one of these for you, which is better than anything Rhonda Byrne has ever put out. So listen. You gotta have emotion. Like Lori came up here like a linebacker. I thought she had a broken over. And she had a lot of emotion. She wanted that damn book. And she got the book, right? So you gotta have a lot of emotion. The last thing is take inspired action. And that's when you feel good. That's when you're like, I'm not really sure if I should do it or should not. You just do it. And that's when you feel your best, right? So those are the 3 for 3 that you have to do in order to make your New Year's resolutions work. You have to have all 3 filed. So the second one is inner size. How many of you have heard of that term? Okay, inner size. Have you heard of exercise? Okay. Well, inner size is the internal of exercise, but very few people do it. How many of you in this room think that you actually are fairly well at empowering and growing yourself internally as a person on a daily basis? You think you do stuff that actually helps you move forward mentally? Yeah? Okay, well good. Well, hopefully, by the end of this talk, you'll have grown so much you'll have a hard time getting out of the door. So our intention is to grow as an individual, right? And the only way you can do that is if you're feeding your mind. And that doesn't involve just reading, listening to stuff. That involves implementing stuff that's actually changing the way you think. So what we need to do with that is I'm going to walk you through a process towards the end of this, which will give you a good guideline on what to do and what I do on a daily basis. You got to commit to yourself. You got to commit to filling this out. And is this work? Yeah, this is work. That's work. You got to fill that in. You know what? It can be difficult, but you know what? Being broke and miserable is difficult too. So which would you rather do? Invest 5 hours into completing this, or getting the same results? I've launched my first product, which is right here as of yesterday, and there's, thank you.